So the Bosco Verticale is a literal vertical forest, right? And how did it come to be? Was it always supposed to be a building with greenery throughout? Was that the client's plan from the start? Or how did you develop into this kind of a project?
The concept of this project comes from Stefano Boeri, and we work very closely together and gathered many national and international technicians for create the new construction. Mm-hmm. And now the Bosco Verticale became a very icon project for Italy for the request that the Bosco Verticale has.
What are some of the challenges of incorporating greenery into a high-rise?
Well, many. First, let's imagine that you have to put, in this case, more than 800 different trees, different for size, also at different heights. So the point is, you have to deal with a different humidity or the different sun exposure, or the different windy conditions that you could have at 20, 50, 120 meters. So Alida Catella was right. We spent basically 1 year simply in doing research in order to solve some of the technical problems that the idea to have trees which are also since 3 to 5 to 7 to 9 meters tall in the sky. Just to give you an example, we were testing the capacity of the roofs of the trees to resist to extremely windy conditions in the Gallery of Wind in Miami. So we came in Miami, Florida, to check that. So it was very important.
Mm-hmm. And in doing that research, did you learn things about incorporating greenery into high-rises that you plan to use in future projects? Things that are applicable not just to Bosco Verticale, but to future projects as well? What lessons did you learn, either of you?
But I think that the project can be improved in other countries of the world, because I see that all people then live in this building, they are very happy they enjoy this building, and they live very, very, very well. And I think that this project can be in other country building.
Yeah, sure. I think that I agree. The point is how to adapt this technology to different climate conditions. So basically, the point is the selection of trees, plants, brush, shrubs related to the specific context, the climate context. And we are now starting to build a second vertical forest in Switzerland, in Lausanne. We are working in China, where we have a lot of proposals in different Chinese cities, so in the south and the north, with different climate conditions. So I think it's absolutely possible, and it's very important that the botanists that are always working with us would have the possibility to really check which is the best spectrum of species.
Do you have trouble finding contractors or clients or other people to work with who also agree with the idea of incorporating greenery throughout buildings?
We had a lot of contacts. In Switzerland, we are starting to build one prototype. But for sure, I think what we could register and witness is that in this very moment there is a lot of attention toward this proposal. So to the idea that it's possible to imagine to have a graph of vertical forests also in existing city, or to imagine, like it could happen in China, to develop new cities with this philosophy. So like forest city where every building have trees, plants, shrubs inside it.
I think so that this project is the best in Porta Nuova. Do you know the Porta Nuova is a big area in Milano that for many years was empty. And now it is a new downtown of the city, and Bosco Verticale is very interesting also for people that don't live in Milano, but they come outside and they come in Milano for see the Bosco Verticale.
How has the Bosco Verticale been received by the community, neighbors?
But
How do they feel about it?
At the beginning, the citizens are not very happy because they don't understand what happens in this area. Now they enjoy this place, building Bosco Verticale, Porta Nuova, all then we built.
What were their complaints at first, and how did you address them, or what changed?
The Bosco Verticale.
Yeah, you said at first the neighbors didn't like it, but why?
Because,
Why not?
because the
Skeptical.
Bosco Verticale is in one area of Milano very special. The name is Isola, and the people who live in Isola, or live in Isola, they were very tagliati, staccati da Milano.
Cut it off, separated.
Separated from the city, and they want to stay again outside the city. But now they are very happy to stay with other part of the city.
I think that for sure, but when you do something of completely new, you are touching the nerves of people, and you are always creating some trouble. So people were skeptical because they was observing something that was totally unexpected. But step by step, year by year, when they started to see the towers with the trees, with the plant, with the leaves everywhere, I think they start to appreciate a lot. Now, as Alida was saying, I think he's really an icon of. It's like also I think there is a kind of their pride. There is a pride on that of becoming hosting it.
The building's irrigation system was not working for a while. What is the status of it now?
No, the system is okay. Is working fine, and because at the beginning, from the beginning, there is every week a technical control.
A
technical control?
Control, yes.
Yeah, it was perfectly. During the construction, we didn't put in automatic irrigation, so probably for this reason, you thought that was not working. But when we start to, let me say, to have the building completely inhabited by the families, at the same moment we started to put everything automatic, and now it's working quite well. So it's, that's a system of pumps that are pumping the water thanks to the electricity produced by solar panels which are on the roof. It's not potable water, so we are not never using potable water, only water coming from the heating or from the conditioning of the air. And then it works like a tree. So it absorbs the water from the ground, pumps the water on the roof, the water comes down and then go back on the ground. So it's, I also from that point of view, we are very happy of this.
People when comes from Milano, it comes for see the Duomo of Milano. Now come for see the Bosco Verticale. It's a new thing.
Great. Well, thank you very much.